Hello, ACF, and welcome to our monthly
Woohoo!
update.
It's been a month and we're back. We're still here.
It's been a month. Senior Pastor Will
Hi,
Davis
Lauren.
Jr., thank you for joining us for these very important
Very
announcements.
important announcements. We have so much to talk about.
We are embarking upon 2024 right around the corner, and 2024 happens to be a very big year for ACF.
Yeah, it does.
Why don't you tell us why?
Our church will turn 30 years old on January 16th, which is just crazy. January 16th, 94, we had our first Sunday event, as they were called, at the Austin Community College Theater down on Rio Grande. I went to an Austin location. My dad went to that high school. We were Austin Christian Fellowship, and we hauled our stuff in, all three of our suitcases, into that little auditorium there and had our first service in January of 94, and we're still here. It's crazy. We started with 168 people.
You started with 168 people?
The first service had 168, and we grew it to about 50 from there for the next 5 years. So we were rocking and rolling, but we're still here, Lauren. 30 years later, we're still here. So we're going to celebrate. We're going to talk a lot about it.
Yeah, so let's dive into that a little bit. So we are kicking off the ACF 30 sermon series, which is going to run through the month of January. What's the purpose in doing
The purpose
ACF 30?
is we've learned a lot, obviously, in 30 years, and we're going to elevate some of the lessons we've learned as a church and reapply them to our lives. The power of Jesus to transform people, because we've seen so much dramatic life change over the past 30 years. The power of praying big. We're going to talk about God giving me the book to write, Pray Big, in 2005, and how praying big's become such a part of our church and ministry. The generosity assignment and how God honors generosity, and how when we started giving money away, we got out of debt. We built a building debt-free and paid cash for it. We've been able to give money all over the world once we started giving. And then the last week is going to be the value of others, how ACF's been blessed to be an others-centered ministry. And when you put others at the forefront of your life, you find a reason to get up every day. So it's going to be a fun series. We're going to honor some people from the past that have played big roles in our church, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. And some point in the spring, we're going to have a party.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
We're waiting for good weather. But we have a team working on. We're going to have a shindig, and buckle up. We're going to celebrate being 30, and you may or may not see this senior pastor dance live. We used to have dances.
Oh, Lord.
We used to have dances. Once a year, we had a volunteer celebration at Nutty Brown Cafe in Dripping Springs with a band. The Beamers would come and play, and we danced and have more fun. We're going to do something like that, but we're not sure what yet.
That's
Stay
incredible.
tuned.
All right.
Be
So
fun.
we'll post more information about that as we get to the
That's
details.
in the spring. That's later on.
All right. Is this a series that we should bring non-ACFers to?
100%. Any series, I would say, is a series to bring non-ACFers to. But I'm really wrestling with not talking a lot about the church. I'm using the church and our story as a springboard, but I want to talk about what happens when you pray big, or what happens, how Jesus can transform your life or the life of a friend. And so I think it'd be a great series. We cut our teeth as a church reaching unchurched people. Let's keep doing that.
Mm-hmm. And then the first week after that series is when we're having baptism. Baptism is back.
February 5th.
So if you guys have not been baptized,
Let's go. Buckle up.
Go to
Get in.
acfellowship.org/baptism. Get in the water.
Get in the water.
There's a few questions there. We would love to have you guys at our celebration of baptism service the first weekend of February. I'm excited. I'm excited for ACF 30.
It's really fun to get to have this celebration and to think about what God's done for 3 decades. And again, Susan and I continue to just be giddy that we get to be part of it, because great people like all of y'all. So yay.
It's ACF's 30th birthday, and it's also my 30th birthday. Right? We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Just thinking that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for giving us kind of some insight into what's going on.
Be great. See you guys in 24.
Yeah. See you guys in 24. Come to ACF 30. More to come. Stay tuned.